just realized that I've been muted for the last few minutes. So first of all, I want to apologize because you see, well, I've just been talking to myself. So apologies for that. I'm sure someone from my team was just telling me that I was obviously just here working, talking along. So anyway, thank you so much. Once again, apologies for that little mishap, little tech issue. I always make sure that I'm muted so I don't make any noise. So anyway, all I was saying is that I'm very, very grateful for you guys to be here today. Very, very grateful. Thank you so much. So we're obviously starting a few minutes late, but it's okay. We got a lot of people registered here today. A lot of people, close to 200. I was also sharing that this is going to be live here on Zoom. So there's a lot of people that are actually watching this live here on Zoom. Thank you. We're sharing it on YouTube, on the Best You YouTube, and we're also sharing it on the Best You Facebook. So if you prefer or at the same time, you can open and put some comments in there. And we're also going to be live on the YouTube of NLP Live. So we got hundreds of people watching this live and the recordings. As I said, we've got people from all over the world. We've got a big US community. We've got a big US UK community. We've actually got people from the Middle East and even from Africa connecting today. So thank you so much. And I was saying that where did 2023 go? Oh my God, where did 2023 go? Does that happen to you when you get to the end of the year, you think, oh my God? And does it also happen to you that you think, you know, there's so much more I could have done, I should have done? And so for me, really, when you look at it, we've got 12 blocks now, and we need to make sure that in block 1, block 2, block 3, block 5, 6, whatever, we really commit to achieving and committing ourselves to big, great goals. So I'm going to be sharing today the 7 key moves to make 2024 remarkable. And it's also related to, obviously, the solution that I'm going to offer you in order to make this year count. So as I said, thank you so much for being here. I know there's many things going on. There's a lot of noise. There's just so many Zooms, so many trainings, so many invites, so many potential opportunities for you to maybe be elsewhere. Now, a lot of you, well, probably, you know, people that registered, not everyone is going to show up, but opportunities, you know, situations happen to those that do. So I want to thank you. And I also want to thank you, and I want to ask you, please, to stay till the end. So please stay till the end, because it's at the end when I really share the insights of why I believe this is a phenomenal opportunity. So I'm going to be here, but I have recorded this, and the reason I've recorded it is just simply to avoid technical issues, to avoid noises in the background. And I also confess guilty. I'm dyslexic, so sometimes I read the wrong things and I get deeply embarrassed. I don't care when I speak, but when I read, I do. So, but I'm going to be here throughout the whole process. We'll have a little pause in between. I'll ask you some questions, but please interact, okay? Let me know that you're there. I don't want to be speaking to this camera and my laptop. I want to know that you're there, so please engage. If there's an aha moment, something that, you know, triggers something that you feel is interesting or appealing, I would love to hear from you. So we're going to go live in just 1 minute, because I was, you know, talking away to myself. Just 1 more minute, and then we're going to start. I've just got a quick little video that we've put together. I'd love to hear your feedback about it.
At the Best You Synergy Project, we believe we should work for the cause, not for the applause. We live life to express, not to impress. We strive to make your presence noticed and make your absence felt. Feel the legacy, not just the money. We believe that the meaning of life is to find your gift. We also believe that the purpose of life is to give it away. Join us. The Best You Synergy Project helps individuals and businesses find their purpose. By helping people, we build businesses and help find a meaning to why we do it. We create networking events around the world. We brainstorm with like-minded people that want to contribute, help, share, and make a difference. In these safe havens, we build communities of individuals. We help create a new generation of leaders and elevate consciousness. Ultimately, we help people discover their purpose and leave a legacy.
I love your feedback on the videos. If you like them, please say yes. And if you didn't, well, just keep it to yourself and don't tell anyone. Please let us know where you're connecting from. I'd love to know where you're connecting from. And then when you've done that, let us know what you do. What are you? You're a coach, an author, a speaker, a mentor, an entrepreneur? Are you transitioning? I'd love to know more. So please share your comments, and Genesis, someone from my team, is going to be sharing it. As I said, you can also comment on Facebook. You can also comment on the Best You YouTube. But let's start. Let's get going. I'm going to be sharing the 7 key moves to make 2024 remarkable. I'm here. Please, you'll have plenty of opportunities to ask me any questions. I'm very excited to share this with you. Okay, let's get going.
Okay, so first of all, I want to thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, first of all, for registering, and most importantly, showing up. I can't tell you how many of these, events that, I've produced over the years where it's so many people don't take action, don't show up, and you're here. So I want to thank you for that. We're all busy, but hey, it's the beginning of 2024. We need to make this year count. So this is a great opportunity for us to connect and discuss and share a few ideas and make this year count. So a few house rules. Well, you might want to make some notes. Please interact, engage. Let me know that you're there. Give me a yes. If there's an aha moment, something that's close to your heart, something you want to share, please do. And we'll be sharing those posts live. I'll obviously provide a full transcription. And towards the end, if you wanted to find out more, please do. You can register a call, book a call with me, or you can obviously take action also today. So what I'm going to be sharing today, well, first of all, I'm going to be talking a little bit about my journey. 15 years experience as a promoter, entrepreneur, and author in the personal development industry, highlighting some of the insights, growth, and some of the mistakes that I've made over the years, and obviously some of the things that I did well. I'm going to be talking about my brands and talk a little bit about NLP Live Training, the Best You Expo. I'm going to be talking about obviously the moving parts and the 7 key moves for 2024, because there's many challenges in the personal development field, and there's a real need for collaboration and support, and this is one of the key things that I'm going to be talking about, which obviously brings us to the Synergy Project and why this is the solution. It's the ultimate solution because it's going to provide a network for collaboration and guaranteed revenue streams. And then look, towards the end, there's a simple choice. It's either yes or it's a no. And if it's a no, well, you continue to do what you've been doing so far. And if it is a yes, then, well, potentially you have to take action today, because this program starts at the end of January. Then no one will be able to join it till June 2024. And then if not, in January 2025. So who am I? Well, I've been an entrepreneur for 37 years. I put I'm experienced, which is another different, it's a different way of saying that I'm old and older. So, but I've lost my money at the age of 26 and then again at the age of 40. And I'll talk a little bit more about that. I'm NLP trained. NLP stands for Neuro Linguistic Programming, for some of you that may not know, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. As I said, I'm a seminar promoter. I've been doing this for 15 years. I founded the Best You in 2015. I promoted over 1,200 speakers. Over 120,000 people have attended all the different types of events I've done, live, online, in any and every different format you can imagine. I'm an author, a coach, a mentor, an event promoter, and a producer. And if I'm good at anything, is really identifying the best and the uniqueness in people and bringing it out, and also in providing opportunities and platforms for people. Well, who have I promoted? Well, a lot of people, but it started with Richard Banner and Paul McKenna. So I've always been interested in personal development. I've read all the greats, love Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Brian Tracy, and so many more. I was one of those that were listening to them in tapes in the cars. So that's how long I've been interested in personal development. But I came across NLP reading Paul McKenna's book, Change Your Life in 7 Days. And then, cutting a very long story short, I became a practitioner, then a master practitioner, a trainer, and I ended up promoting them. So yes, I'm NLP trained. I'm honored to have worked, be mentored and promoted Richard Banner and Paul McKenna. And I've seen their great work and I've been a part of their success. I obviously have 25,000 students over those years. So obviously working with these guys impacted me. I learned and modeled them. And NLP is a really powerful tool, which I will love to share. And I will be bringing a lot of experts to the Synergy Project if that's appealing or interesting to you. So if you don't mind, type in if you've trained in NLP and if you feel it's a powerful tool. I'd love to know. I love what we managed to achieve with NLP training and the amount of people that we reached, but it wasn't enough. And let me ask you, have you ever done something which others would think would be great, but you felt it wasn't enough? Is that a yes or no? Has that happened to you? What I was seeing was a lot of the same. It's a very fragmented industry. It was always about the same people, the big boys. Always they had a platform. But what happened with those speakers, those coaches, those authors that needed a platform, that wanted a stage? And well, that's why I came up with the idea of the Best You. I came up with a brand, the Best You. I started doing some research, and I couldn't actually find a brand that was called the Best You, which really surprised me. So I developed it, and then over the years, we've launched all these different kind of channels, which are, some are in motion, some are still in process. But, you know, we got a TV app, we've got the Best You magazine, which we've actually just brought back now, which we're very excited about, the Best You Expos, the Best You Store, the Best You Online, which is going to become our membership site, where we have all the content that we filmed over the years, the app, the networking group that I launched in the past called the Best You Legacy Club, the Best You Youth, and so on. So who have I promoted? Well, quite a few people, but some of these faces you will probably recognize. Amazing moment for me was when I promoted Les Brown, Jim Quick, obviously. I love Dave Asprey too, Lisa Nichols, you name it. I've promoted many, many great people, and obviously they're not all here, but I'm sure you recognize it. But if I look back and we look at all these years, 12, 15 years in the personal development world with the Best You and NLP Life Training, we turned over $25 million. And you know, we've, in that process, I've obviously made some mistakes, but I've also done some great things. So the promise is that this is what we all need. So who is this for? Well, this is for anyone who has tipped their toes into becoming an authority, a leader, an expert in the personal development world. Maybe maybe you're already quite advanced. Maybe you have already a book. Maybe you've got your podcast, but you're still looking for more. You're looking how you can grow. I mean, a friend of mine was asking me, well, if I'm an expert, why would I want to be involved in this? Well, excuse me, I consider myself an expert as far as a promoter, but do I need help? Am I always looking for partners, for speakers, for sponsors, for people to create products with? Yes, the answer is yes. So I'm sorry, unless you're at the level of, you know, I don't know, Tony Robbins or Jim Quick or these guys, and even these guys still want to play with people. But as far as I'm concerned, we all need help at specific times, don't we? Type in yes if you agree. So this is what I've personally seen. I've seen so many great people with great intentions. I've also seen so many people fail or make the same mistakes. So many people throw so much money away because they did not know what was best at the time. Has that happened to you, where you've invested in a course that you didn't necessarily need, or you've done different courses that haven't really put you on the map? Maybe a mentorship program, maybe a coaching program. I don't know. I also see so many people not step up. I've also seen so many people attend courses and then fade away and not follow through. What I've personally felt and experienced is that it's very lonely out there. Unfortunately, a lot of people let you down with promises, with support. People want to help you when you're up, not necessarily when you're down. Has that happened to you? Also, many things are as they seem. I mean, excuse me to be blunt, but there are many fake experts out there. And some people are not what you want them to be. I normally say sometimes some people should read their own books. So has that happened to you? And although some people may say that I've done a lot and I've done amazing things, I feel that I should have done more. I feel I could have done more. Personally and professionally, I could have done so much more. Has that happened to you? So with my second real estate crash in my 40s, I was in a place where I had nothing, and I had absolutely nothing to lose. I had a tough decision to make because, you know, I was in the real estate world, but I wanted to move into personal development. And at that time already, Sharon Lechter, the co-author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, with Robert Kiyosaki, she was my mentor. And it was a turning point in my career. And I left Spain and I moved to London. And the question that I asked Sharon at the time, and I think it's from Napoleon Hill, and she said to me, Bernardo, if not you, then who? And if not now, then when? Because I didn't really know if I wanted to change careers and to move into a different country, leave my family in Spain. It was a very, very tough, big decision that I made. So if I fast forward 15 years, the action that I took then obviously put me on the right path. But at the time, it was difficult to do. So hence the training and hence the Synergy Project. So again, I'm at crossroads where I've promoted so many people. I provided stages for so many speakers. But because I see so many people making these same mistakes, I want to take a step back and I want to be able to create a network where we can all collaborate and partner. So I'm at that crossroads again, and I'm saying, well, if not me, then who? And that's why I'm creating this network. I really want to help you because I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to help people and create a new generation of leaders. And I'll explain a little bit more about that too. So is anyone experiencing similar things? Have you felt let down by either coaches, mentors, programs? If so, type in yes. Is it taking longer than you expected? If so, type in yes. Do you sometimes not know what to do next or what to prioritize on? Does that happen to you? If so, type in yes. And let me ask you this one. Have you ever thought of giving up? I know I have. I've thought of giving up many, many times. So, is anyone experiencing the same thing that I am, which is that it's just a lot of noise out there? Because I tell you what, since the pandemic, obviously everyone with Zooms, everyone with online events, it's just so difficult to focus. It's so difficult to prioritize or make the right choices. And I've also seen that, at the end of the day, what's happening as well, and I'm in my late 50s now, is that years pass very quickly. I mean, is it me or is it me that, you look back and think, oh my God, where did 2023 go? So before you realize this year's going to be over too. And that's why it's so important to really plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So let's get into what the landscape of personal development is. Well, first of all, it's a flourishing industry, obviously. There's a rise in significance of personal development in today's world. There's challenges and opportunities. Many seek to make an impact. The path is riddled with obstacles and potential. But there's a real need for authenticity. In a world filled with fake experts, there's a genuine need for real, lived, people with real experiences. So from dreamer to doer, the transition, of having aspirations, there's steps, but there's also common roadblocks, recognizing the frequent challenges like brand building, networking, and self-doubt. And then the power of resistance, highlighting the importance of resilience, learning from failures and pushing forward. So why this? Why now? Well, for me personally, it's because I know I can do more. I can't continue to see so many people failing, giving up, not breaking through. I've been a conduit for others, but now I want to help create a new generation of leaders, as I said, because there's a changing world out there. And there's a gap in genuine guidance, as far as I'm concerned, for authentic mentorship, partnership in the market. And it's about your potential unleashed. The promise of this presentation is to provide you insights, guidance, and actionable strategies for attendees. So the common challenges. Well, first of all, it's struggling in standing out. How do you stand out? How do you navigate in such a crowded personal development landscape? Genuine collaborations, finding partnerships that truly align with your vision. And another challenge is obviously staying updated. How do you keep updated with the ever-evolving trends and technologies? It's very difficult. So your goals and aspirations, brand recognition. It's about crafting a brand that's both recognizable and respected. But it's also about finding those best beneficial partnerships. That's where I'm at. Establishing collaborations that drive mutual growth. But it's also about that balanced success, isn't it? It's about achieving harmony between personal growth and professional milestones. So the journey requires many, many, many moving parts. It's about getting your book published. It's about developing or creating your podcast, sales, marketing, AI. It's about events. It's about networking. So many moving parts. And I know that, and we're going to be sharing a little bit more about that. But let's get into, how are we going to make 2024 different? How are we going to make it different? Okay, so let's look into the 7 key moves for a remarkable 2024. These are the 7 key things that I believe we need to do in order to make 2024 count. So first of all, maximizing productivity is number 1. So with a network of people that have gone through what you're trying to accomplish, coaches, authors, leaders, speakers, podcasters, it's going to be so much easier to get those hacks, those tips, that advice that you probably wouldn't get anywhere else. But also you're going to have an accountability partner. This is key. I'll be talking more about the accountability partner, but everyone has an accountability partner. So they're there to help you, support you, so you achieve whatever you set yourself to achieve within 6 months. And you're going to be doing the same for them. But apart from that, it's a program that's aimed at maximizing individually and as a collective, what can we achieve in doing 6 months? And I'll talk about that, but basically there's pods. There's pods where You have an opportunity to learn about personal development skills, implementation of AI, and so much more that can help you maximize that productivity. Number 2, unlocking your potential, but unlocking it now. No more waiting. No more waiting. We don't want to be looking back at, like we do at 2023 or previous years, knowing we should have done more. So it's about unlocking now, and it's about working again with like-minded people, coaches, mentors, heart-centered people that care for your success. So let's bring the best out of you, and let's make sure that we create what you want to bring to the world as quickly as possible. Number 3, effective goal setting. Everyone completes a survey. Everyone that's part of the Synergy Project will complete a survey with how they help people, what they need help people with, and most importantly, what are their priorities? What do they want to achieve? What do they want to do? So we will all set goals and clear objective as a collective, but we'll also ensure the success of the group. So we make sure that all these goals that we all put together are achieved. The program and plan is to see, as I said, what we can all do within 6 months. So we've got a very clear objective, end of June 2024. Leadership excellence. We will identify your strengths and weaknesses to ensure that you're on the right track to become a global leader. Together, you will have an opportunity to learn from great leaders, model them, master them, because we'll be bringing you the best experts in the industry. But we will develop leadership excellence and insights from a lot of the pods that we have, the learning pods, so we can set 2024 for you to stand out as the leader that you are. Financial mastery. First of all, you're going to save so much money using the right tools, the right software, hacks in creating products, in publishing books, in joining forces to create events, to interview and support each other, to provide us exposure. At the end, you will gain financial mastery with the guidance of our business development and AI implementation pod, but also securing your financial future through revenue streams that you probably or maybe don't have in place at the moment. And number 6, impactful content creation. Let's create products together, books, events, podcasts, courses, again, together. But we'll create an impactful content and expertise. And that's why we've got 2 of the pods that we have is a publishing pod, and we've also got a podcasting pod. So these are one of the 2 main ones we have in order to create impactful content, apart from obviously the courses and the events. And then number 7, the key essence is partnerships. It's about partnerships and collaborations. This is what's going to make a difference. We will explore the power of networking within the context of the pods that we have, the business development pod, the podcasting, the publishing, the events, the branding, the media, and the shared skills, the AI implementation. So we will discover how all of these are interconnected, because they're the foundation of the Synergy Project, and I'll explain a little bit more. So these are the 7 key elements. So if I look back at the brands that I've developed over the years, well, I see that I could have or should have done more. And that's why I want to serve in a different way with the Synergy Project now. And that's why I believe that this is a solution. So I've shared my experiences in the industry as a student myself. And I've also shared with you either the opportunities I provided to speakers or how I've seen them making the same mistakes or being taken advantage by so many. But I want to offer value. I want to offer something that is extremely affordable. So for those that succeed, anyone that succeeded, everyone has a team. I mean, if you even think about it, Tony Robbins, everyone has a team. We all need a team. We all need someone. It's very difficult to do it alone. So if you look at, I don't know, anyone that's built a brand, they have a great team and they have a great network. But I am really focused now and passionate about seeing how a group of like-minded individuals coming together can create so much more.
Okay, so before I get into the next, what I wanted to do was to just simply ask any questions you may have. I'm going to continue obviously sharing why I believe this is a solution, but these are what I believe the 7 hacks in order for you to be able to stand out in 2024. And it's obviously going to be linked with the Synergy Project and the system that we have, the system that we've created. But in the meantime, I just wanted to see if you had any questions. I want to summarize. So the 7 key things to stand out is to basically maximize your productivity within a certain period of time using technology, having an accountability partner, but also a group of like-minded individuals. That's how we can create massive change. Look, anything and everything can be done in 6 months. I've created massive events within 6 months, so it can. Anything can happen, but you have to have the right mentality. Number two is obviously unlocking your potential. It's about saying now. It's now. The time is now. I'm not going to plan at the end of 2024. I can't tell you how many people over the years, I'm not ready yet. My book's not published. It's never the perfect time. The time to take action, as I say, you've got to jump off the cliff, build the plane on the way down. So unlock your potential now. That's number two. Number three is having some real clear goals, okay? And establishing it in a very clear period of time that you want to implement it. A date, a goal with a date becomes obviously something that is actionable. And then leadership is about you learning, modeling from the best. NLP, one of the essences of it is modeling excellence. So our job, my role, the role of all the other members that are there are for them to help you, to inspire you, to provide you new skills that you may not have, maybe to become a better communicator, to become a better speaker. And then the financial mastery for me, into a great degree, comes in not only learning those systems and making sure that you learn and implement AI and new technology and software and a great CRM, but it's also about saving money. Avoid spending some of the stupid amount of money that some of these courses charge, and then they don't necessarily deliver. Number 6 was the impactful content creation, and then obviously, and creating that content. What is it? Is it a book? Is it going to be that you're going to launch a podcast? Is it that you want to publish your own magazine? We've got experience with that. And then number 7 is partnerships and collaborations, and that's the key thing. The key thing is, and that's where I think the world needs to move towards, the personal development world. We need to move towards exploring partnerships and collaborations. There's far too many people trying to do their own things. There's far too many people trying to do events. There's far too many people trying to publish books or offer book, services related to that. And it's about coming together and see how we can create some great things. So I just simply wanted to jump in here quickly. Please, if you have any questions, just type them in now, and I will obviously reply to them towards the end. But I wanted to say that we're going to get into the meaty part. We're going to get into the juicy part of why I believe this is a solution. Okay, so let's keep going.
So let's get into what the Synergy Project is, and here's why. So first of all, what is the Synergy Project? Well, it's a unique incubator designed for personal development professionals. It's a place, a home for curated networking and collaboration opportunities. It gives you access to specialized pods tailored to your needs. It's full of like-minded individuals. It's limited to 100 people. As I said, it's a 6-month program. That's it. And it gives you the opportunity to really focus on your brand within this period of time. So exclusivity and intention. Well, membership flexibility. You join any pod based on personal needs and even be part of multiple pods. I'll explain a little bit more about it. But what I believe, if you think of it, it's like you're going to have a group, a number of rooms that are available for you. And each of those pods are a room that you can tap into at any time. We will spotlight members, celebrating and showcasing members' expertise and journeys. There's going to be a collaborative spirit. It's all about a community committed to mutual growth, support, and shared purpose. The accountability partnership. It's key. We pair up with for mutual motivation and support throughout the journey. Focused learning. We dive deep into specialized areas of interest, whatever it is that we need. Agenda-driven sessions, ensuring productive discussions with actionable outcomes. Guest experts, bi-weekly insights from industry leaders, tailored to whatever the pod topics are. Monthly group meetings held on our community app and the network platform. And also feedback opportunities. This is really important. A mentor of mine was Bernie Dorman, and he had this great platform called CEO Space, and he had a great way of networking and feedback, and I can't wait to share that with you as well. So the pods, 7 pods. We start from the ground down. So we start with networking and collaborations. We will build meaningful professional relationships, collaborate on projects, access to networking events, strategize on how we can optimize our network. We will foster partnerships. That's the key thing, and promote products and services to fellow peers. Personal branding and marketing. Let's define and refine your personal brand. Again, strategies tailored to your unique brand voice. Collaborate for joint marketing campaigns. Access to top branding and marketing professionals. We will amplify your online and offline presence. Tech, AI, and systems. Really important. Understand the latest in tech trends. Implement AI to optimize your operations. Choose the right systems. And let's stay updated with regular tech workshops. Pod number 4, book publishing and promotion. A lot of people have shown interest in the different meetings that I've done in obviously getting a book published. A book can cost you a lot, but it can cost you very little if you have the right advice, but also if you're working with the right publisher. But there's lots of people with massive expertise. I published 5 books. I have some expertise that I'll be sharing there as well. But how do you navigate the publishing landscape? How do you collaborate with fellow authors? Can we write books together? Let's leverage marketing strategies for book promotion. Let's access industry-leading publishers and marketers. And let's go through the whole journey from manuscript to a bestseller. It's all going to be a guided journey, if so you need. Podcast mastery, pod number 5. Let's craft compelling content for your audience. Technical guidance for optimal sound quality, strategies to grow and monetize your podcast. Collaborate with fellow podcasts for guest appearances. And let's learn from renowned podcasters and audio engineers. Pod number 6, events and seminars. Let's plan and execute successful events. Let's collaborate for joint seminars and workshops. Let's access event management professional strategies to maximize audience engagement, from intimate workshops to grand conferences and anything in between. I've got to tell you, I've promoted hundreds of events. I have so much expertise to share, and not so many people actually ask me either to collaborate, to co-promote, or even how do you do an event? So I'll be really excited to share some, and I've got some fantastic event promoters too. And then pod number 7, it's all about skill sharing and expertise exchange. What can you share and what can someone else share? But we will share expertise and learn from others. We'll have access to a diverse pool of skills and knowledge, from NLP to public speaking skills, to how to write a book, how to create revenue streams. But it's all about collaboration and joint training initiatives. So the community app, this is where we meet, where we partner, where we learn and support. So the Best You app is a digital hub, and it's the connection. It's the place where we grow. So the Best You app is the place where it's the virtual space where we all come together, and we can connect anytime, anywhere. We have access to the pods. We exchange ideas freely. We stay informed and inspired. We organize and mobilize. And most importantly, what we do is we obviously have the meetings there, but everyone has a profile and it's set up in a specific way, and anyone can then connect through there, but also individually. It's very easy to use. You can use it on your desktop, you can use it on your phone, but everyone will be part of the app. Very excited to share that with you. My role is to engage with each member on a personal level, to designate members to manage and oversee pods. I'll have a number of members that will be helping me and assisting me with the pods, ensuring smooth collaboration and progress. I'll facilitate consistent networking and collaboration among members. The Synergy Project is a very unique way of connecting. We offer a dynamic platform for meaningful connections. We will host monthly meetings, spotlighting individual achievements and unveiling new opportunities. We will deliver complimentary training sessions to enhance skills. We'll introduce members to my expansive professional network, foster potential partnerships with the community, and group coaching and mentorship to elevate the collective growth. And we will drive and optimize all sorts of collaboration opportunities and initiatives for mutual success. So what does this all actually mean? Well, it means savings, doesn't it? And number one, it means savings. The value of the training could be, from hundreds to thousands of dollars. It means exposure. Marketing and promotion costs can be significant. By getting free exposure with other members, it provides you great opportunities. It provides you also increased revenue opportunities. Collaboration and joint ventures can lead to new products, services, events that generate revenue. Upselling and cross-selling. With a network of professionals, there's an opportunity to offer complementary services or products to each other's audiences. Obviously, referrals. Who's not looking for customers? So a committed group can lead to a steady stream of referrals, translating to new clients and sales. Number 3, long-term brand building. Well, being part of a committed and high-quality group can enhance one's reputation in the industry. Audience growth. The combined promotional efforts can lead to significant growth in followers, subscribers, and customers. Networking. Building relationships within such a group can open doors to future opportunities, partnerships, and events. Future monetization. You will monetize from the network. Maybe we can even talk about licensing and franchising. I'll be talking about how I'm looking at expanding the Synergy project. But once the model proves successful, there's a potential to license or franchise the concepts of each other to other regions and countries too. And obviously there's intangible benefits. Having a group of like-minded professionals provides a support system that can be invaluable during challenging times. Continuous learning, regular interactions with experts. So this is the place you're going to be. Let's disconnect from everyone else and let's just focus on how we can help each other. Focusing on the Synergy project. So motivation, being part of a committed group can boost motivation, drive, and increase productivity and innovation. And obviously the networking and collaborations will expand on nurturing a robust professional network for mutual growth. And then skill sharing and expertise exchange pod. This is what we were talking about, where we can not only learn, but we can share our skills and we can find, we can share our expertise, but we can also learn new skills as NLP, public speaking, and so many more. So is it for? Well, it's for authorities, it's for leaders, it's for experts, anyone interested in book publishing, book promotion, speaking opportunities, in event hosting, in podcasting, in networking, in AI integration, in coaching skills, in content creation, in sales techniques, in marketing strategies, you name it. It's for anyone that wants to connect with like-minded people and explore new revenue streams. So listen, I'm just simply someone that has been through highs and lows. I've obviously got global exposure. I've been doing this for a long time. I've got a diverse background from real estate to sales to marketing. And for me, this is not personal. It's not only professional, it's personal. It's a mentorship that understands you, not just your business. I want you to consider me as your promoter, your ally, your friend. So it's so much more than guidance. It's a genuine interest in making sure that, you know, I can support and help new leaders that want to stand out. And community building. It's about providing you an access to a network of like-minded professionals and really great individuals. So I'll talk very briefly about this because it isn't about this, but if some of you were interested in leading or shaping your own community of change makers in the future, we will be looking for Synergy Project chapter directors. So why would you want to become a chapter director? Well, as a chapter director, you'll lead a local chapter of the Best Use Synergy Project. And this is going to happen at the end of 2024, 2025. But it will give you the opportunity to run your local chapter. You will become a catalyst for growth. You'll play a role in fostering personal and professional growth within your community, helping members thrive in today's competitive landscape. Pretty much what I'll be doing in the Synergy Project, you'll be able to run in your own revenue opportunities. Of course, as a chapter director, you'll have the potential to earn substantial income through, you know, the local chapters, creating a win-win opportunity for you and for us. My plan really, as I did with the Legacy Club before the pandemic, is to have chapter directors and Synergy chapters all over the world, in the US, in the UK, Europe, India, you name it. And the idea is that the Synergy Project chapters will become the global network for personal development leaders and experts. Kind of like a LinkedIn that works, if that makes sense, but for personal and professional growth leaders. So I'm very ambitious with it. And that's why, obviously, in order to become a chapter director, you need to first become a member to experience it. And for us, or for me, to be able to see that you have what it takes to run a chapter at a later date. But again, let's get back into so why you want to join? Well, first of all, I just wanted to emphasize, and we're just getting towards the end now. Look, you can save substantial amount of money by being part of this. Training, anything between $1,000 and $5,000 on CRM software, on podcasting equipment, on book publishing. You could save anything from $2,000 to $10,000. I guarantee you. I've seen people paying $30,000 to get a book published, and I really don't understand why. But anyway, speaking opportunities, you could save substantial amount of money. Again, I've seen so many people paying silly money to have speaking opportunities. You could save money on personal branding, on website design, on social media advertising, on networking events and seminars, on hiring a coach. How much does a coach cost you? I mean, a coach could cost you anything from $500 to $5,000 a month easily. Well, you're going to have your own accountability partner who might potentially be a coach, but you're also going to have other coaches. But you could also save on video production, for online courses, for the education and everything you're going to learn, on public relations and media training, on graphic design and promotional materials, on travel and accommodation for networking and training events, Look, anything between $10 to $110,000 you could be saving by being part of the Synergy project. So the return on investment is going to be very quick. But what about the gains? The gains on free training, on increased PR and exposure. Just imagine you could get featured on magazines, on podcasts. What's the value of that? There's going to be more speaking opportunities, or access to exclusive resources, or new markets, the peer support and feedback, increased credibility. And what about networking and collaborations and the business opportunities that could come from this? What's the value of that? Well, let me just tell you, it's priceless. The same as it is priceless is that it is to speed up the process, to make sure that it happens this year. That's priceless. What would you do? What would you give in order to kind of achieve everything you want to achieve within a 6-month period? Again, the gains could be anything between $10 to $100,000 easily. $10 to $100,000. So 10 words to summarize the Best Use Synergy project. It's about innovation, collaboration, partnerships. It's about growth. It's about empowerment, community, transformation, networking, support, impact. So I've done a few of these meetings and I've had some valuable feedback in all the different types of training that I've done. So I'm just simply putting some of them here. Please feel free to read them. I've got fantastic founding members that are already part of this. Just because of them, you want to be part of it. But please feel free to read any of the comments from previous members and people that have attended these introductions in the past. The world is in a mess and it needs our help. As Ken says, the cost of inaction is huge. So, there's many comments and I would love to hear yours if you don't mind. Just please, if you feel that this is something that, you would like to share, I'd love to hear your feedback on what my thoughts are regarding the Synergy project and how this could be a game changer. Let's recap. First of all, we discussed all the moving parts to stand out in such a competitive market. We spoke about how so many people don't make it. We also mentioned that things need to be done differently. We also talked about how much it can cost if you don't have the support and the know-how. We talked about the savings, the gains, and I shared the uniqueness of the Synergy project and all the different pods. But let me ask you questions. On the savings, is saving money important to you? Is throwing money away important to you? Yes or yes? Imagine having a book published. What would that mean to you? What would it mean? What would it mean for you if you could get your book promoted through fellow podcasters? What would it mean to you to have speaking opportunities? What would it mean to you to be able to create revenue streams that you never thought of before? To have an accountability partner, to have a bunch of people, coaches, mentors that all believe in you, that can help you, that can support you. So, some questions. Let me ask you, what is the cost of inaction or doubting yourself? It's costing you your time, but what else? What's the cost of happiness? I mean, fulfilling and following your dream. What's the cost of that? What is the value of the connections that you're going to make? And what would it mean to you if you could speed your career, let's say by 2 or 3 years? What would that mean to you? And how much money could you save? I mean, just think about it. Just on the advice of a book could save you maybe $8,000 or $10,000, you name it. How important is it to you right now? I mean, is it important to you now, or are you just going to continue doing it alone? And how committed are you to your dream? Because I've seen a lot of people that want to change the world, but then they don't take action. So look, maybe you don't have, maybe you have knowledge, maybe you just don't have the connections to position yourself as an authority in the market. Maybe you don't know where to begin. Maybe you don't know what to do or how to scale. Maybe some of the things that you've invested in haven't necessarily worked out for whatever reason. And you're starting to question if you have what it takes. Do you have days when maybe you want to give up? Look, I know I have. So again, how committed are you to your dream? And again, if you have thought of giving up, look, it is easy. It's just about having the right support in order to help you get there. So let me just clarify, this is subject to application. So we're going to get to the part where, look, it's just down to you if you want to be part of it or not. It's subject to application. There's family members, and we also have some additional discounts on beta programs that are going to be launching afterwards. This is a very unique offer now. I can assure you that the value of this is going to go up. You can't sign up. You have to. You can't pay even if you wanted to. I want to make sure you understand that because you first have to apply. You have to see if it's a good fit. As I said, you have to complete a survey, and there is a pledge amongst us where we all commit that we're here to support and serve each other. This is not a platform for you just to promote yourself and not care about anyone. No, it's about their success is your success. So it's limited to 100 people, and it's obviously a lot less because we've already got at least 40, 50% of the members already signed up. And I wanted to share with you some of the founding members that we have. Brian Muldoon, who's a great friend, he's a coach. He's supported me and helped me for a long. He's a transformative coach, and he helps entrepreneurs and business owners excel in business, health, relationships, and personal growth. Jennifer Baker, great friend. She does high impact performance and engagement consultant for business leadership. I've got Ken and Marie Segal, great friends. They collaborate, coach, and consult executives, entrepreneurs, celebrities, and rising leaders to identify and bring their professional and philanthropic vision to life. They are phenomenal. These are all assets to you and who are already members. Daniela Bonet, she's supported impactful and profitable events for decades. She's developed an impressive directory of speakers to support her in core elite event clients. She's phenomenal. She provides speaking opportunities for so many. She's also involved in helping people launch their podcasts. Ken Rocham, he's actually a book publisher. He's my publisher. He's an accomplished entrepreneur for over 30 years with Absolute Entertainment, published author of 8 books, including Becoming the Best Networker. He's a phenomenal asset. Michelle Moraz, she helps people, become better speakers. She's an award-winning global keynote speaker, international best-selling author, and executive speaker coach. Now, obviously, I can't go through all the members here. I just wanted to list a few of them, but I just wanted to tell you that there's some amazing people. Let me emphasize that, who are going to be part or are already part of the Synergy Project, and there's a lot more. So the offer today, as I said, it's application only. You can apply, and then if for whatever reason, once you apply and you take the first step, if it's not for you, if it's not a fit, your money 100% guaranteed. We will send you your money back. Not a problem at all. So the offer, look, it's one of those things where what do you launch it at? What is the price? What is the price so people want to sign up? But what is the price also so people don't think it's too cheap? For me, when I was looking at launching this and understanding how much people pay for masterminds, for coaching programs, for courses, 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, I've seen it all. Well, for me, $5,900 for 6 months was a very reasonable price, which was $997. But as I said, we wanted to make it affordable. My team and we were thinking of launching it at 3.5 as the first chapter, $3,500 for 6 months, which is going to work out around $597, which will very likely be the next price that we will launch when we launch the next Synergy project. But I wanted to offer it for $19.85 for the first month. So it's the first month is $100, and then 5 months of $397. It's going to be 6 months of $397. But I wanted, again, to offer an additional discount, first month $100, then 5 months of $397. It's only for those that are watching it live, or for those that wanted to take advantage and wanted to pay one off, which we have quite a few members that have done it. Then it works out only $280 per month, less than $1 a day, to be part of this amazing networking group. So there's some amazing bonuses. You get access to the Best You Online. What is that? Well, it's valued at $600, but you got access to all the Best You Expo talks, more than 600 Expo talks, inspiring people interviews. I've interviewed podcasters, entrepreneurs. I've interviewed Olympians, you name it. It's got a phenomenal, we have a phenomenal library on content on the Best You Online. There's a credit note to speak or exhibit at the Best You in London Expo. It's $1,000. There's a credit note for that. You could be part of the Best You book series, depending on when you're booking. Let me clarify that. Depending on when you're booking, the first 20 are going to be able to, we're going to be writing a book together, which is going to be part of the Best series. And that's valued at $2,500. So the total bonuses, if we needed even more value, is $4,100. So you've got options, obviously. Option 3 is you stay exactly where you are right now. You say, thank you, Bernardo, good luck, and off you go, and you continue doing what you're doing so far. And the best of luck to you. Option 2, you take 5 payments of $397 and 1 payment of $100. Or you take option 1, which is a single payment of $1697. So I wanted to clarify that, first of all, as I said, you have to apply. When you apply, you will, and I'll share the link in a minute. We're sharing the link. It's $100 deposit when you apply. That is the application. And then if we feel it's a good fit, then you pay also the $397. And then you don't pay anything till the end of February. We launch at the end of January. Okay, let me repeat. We launch at the end of January, so there's no time. But if you do want to apply, $100, and then you pay the $397. Once we've had a meeting, you and I, we will meet together. You'll complete the survey, and then after that $397, then you don't pay anything till the end of February, or one payment of $1697. So what's next? As I said, step 1, you pay the $100 and apply. Step 2, you complete the survey. Step 3, we meet. If approved, we process a payment of $397, and we start your onboarding. And then you pay nothing till the end of February. Step 4, we send you the blueprint. That's got all the information you need to know. How the meetings are held. Where are they held? How do you upload your profile? What's the best way of networking? You name it. The blueprint has all the information you need. Then step 5, we invite you to the group app and the community. We start networking. And all that's going to happen during the month of January. So that's it. In step 6, obviously, we start networking, collaborating, expanding our reach, creating revenue streams, and changing the world. That's the plan. So here's the link. I think my team have also shared the link there. It's a $100 deposit. That's the link. Please make sure that you type in now. There really is no time. This is the last meeting. As I said, if you're not part of the Synergy Project in January, you won't be able to be part of it till the next one, which will be in June. If you're interested in becoming a chapter director, you have to become a member first. So again, the chapter director gives you an opportunity to have a business in a box. You might be a great coach. You might be a great mentor. You might be creating revenue streams. But would you be interested in creating an additional $200,000, $150,000, $200,000 a year? Of course you would. So if you're interested in becoming a chapter director, you still have to process here. You can also go to the bestsynergyproject.com and you can read a little bit more about the chapters. I've shared a video about the chapters. I've shared a video about the Synergy Project. You can get more information online, but you still have to apply and submit your request. So I'm going to be answering some questions now. I want to thank you so much for being here. I hope you take action. I would love to work with you. I would love for us to create massive change and then create a phenomenal network of like-minded, heart-centered people that want to change the world. So Q&A now. Thank you so much. Take care. Lots of love.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I always try to do these things quite quickly because I'm very conscious of people's, well, first of all, how long can we pay attention? I struggle sometimes myself, but also because I want to get to the point. I've obviously explained all the different challenges that we go through when it comes down to building a brand. I've seen so many people making the same mistakes, and I'm sure you have. We all have. We've all paid for courses we didn't need. We signed up for things that maybe helped us at the time, but then didn't really, put us on the map, helped us kind of really become a global leader. And as I said, I'm very proud of what I've managed to do and achieve as a promoter. I'm proud to a degree to what I've managed to achieve and do as an author, but there's so much more that I can and we can do. And one of the things, and the main reason I've come up with the Synergy Project, is because I believe now, with all the noise, with everything that's going on, it really is about coming together. So it's very simple. You just apply, then you complete the survey. If you follow that link there, it takes you through the whole process. It's very, very, very straightforward. And I would really love the opportunity for you to ask me questions. There's some comments here. And I want to thank you so much, as I said, for being here. But please ask me any questions you have. I am going to be here live for another 5-10 minutes. And I just want to make sure that I clarify any questions you may have. My team is here, and so am I. And there's obviously some questions you may have related to the pod. But look, we launch at the end of January. We've got a lot of people that have applied to become chapter directors at a later date. And as I said, in order to become a chapter director, first of all, you need to become a member. Any money that you do pay is fully refundable until we meet. So if you follow that link, you pay the $100 deposit today, then the next thing it's going to take you is to the survey, then a calendar, and then the calendar will schedule a call between you and I. And then after that, we onboard you with the payment of $397, and then you pay nothing till the end of February, unless you choose to take the one payment, and that's it. So questions, please. I know we've got a lot of people watching this live. A lot of people are going to probably be watching the recording too, but I would love to hear from you and get your feedback. So here I am. Any questions, please? All right, I've got some questions here. What exactly will I learn from the training that I can't find out from free sources online? Look, there's plenty of training online. There is, of course there is. But at the end of the day, what it is it's when you complete the survey, you're going to tell us what your priorities are, what you need help with and how you help people, and what your priorities are. And based on that, and combining all that information that we get from everyone, and with a bit of AI, we will then start bringing those leaders and those experts. But most importantly, my job, my role is to bring you people that have been vetted, that are charging or will be charging maybe reasonable prices in case you wanted to use their services. But it isn't about that. They're going to be providing you free training, free tips and free advice. Again, remember, you're probably going to have 40 or 50 authors within the network. You're going to get tips and advice on how to publish a book. You're going to get NLP experts. They're going to give you tips and advice because they're going to be sharing those skills on the platform. So you, with your accountability partner, you will be asking for the type of training that you need and you want, and you'll be getting great value. So that's my answer towards the advantage of the training that you can get online. Let me see, what other questions do I have here? Will you get one-to-one support if you need it? Well, of course, look, at the end of the day, you will have an accountability partner. I've got a great team. I have 3 or 4 people within the Synergy project that are part of my team. But apart from that, I've got some of the founding members that are going to be there, and they're going to be managing to a degree the different types of pods, the book publishing pod, the podcasting pod, the event pod. So there's going to be specific members that are going to be managing those pods and will be answering your questions. But apart from that, you're going to get a group of people that will be helping you and supporting you. There's probably going to be 40%, 50% of the people that are involved in the Synergy project are potentially coaches. So you're going to get a lot of help. I'm new to personal development industry. Will this training be too advanced for me? Well, look, it depends how new you are. It depends where you are. All we really need is we are looking for professionals that are committed, not people that are thinking about it, people that are already committed and are already within the personal development world. They've left that 9-to-5 job. Maybe they have started speaking, but maybe they want to write a book. Maybe they've written a book, but they're looking for more speaking opportunities. So it's for anyone that's already on that journey as an authority or as a leader. How is this training different from other personal development programs? Well, look, the program really is all about, it is really all about partnerships, alliances, exploring how we can support and help each other. Part of the problem you get when you sign up to either a mastermind or a coaching program to a certain degree is that you might have the skills, but what do you do with it? So I will tell you that I've got a lot of friends of mine that teach people how to become great communicators, but then where do they speak? They don't have the speaking opportunities. So what's the use of that? I've also seen a lot of people that don't necessarily take action, that keep procrastinating for months and years. So, you know, at the end of the day, what it is, it's a networking incubator for personal development leaders that is concentrated to create some massive change individually, but as a group within 6 months. I'm really interested in exploring how we could create events together, how we might be able to publish books together, how we could really create some massive, drastic change. And then remember, as the Synergy project starts evolving into other cities, countries, and towns, what's going to happen is that the network will start growing, which will mean that you will now have access to probably international markets that you never thought of. You might be able to, we will probably have chapter directors in the UK. We might have them in Africa. We might have them in India. So it's now going to give you the opportunity to not only have this network, but also to be part of other networks in the future. And look, it's a 6 months program. If some of you wanted to continue for another 6 months, you can. We won't kick you out. But the idea is after 6 months, we'll pass you on to a membership site, which will literally give you access to all the trainings, all the videos that we've got, all the highlights that we've shared within the pods, all the training sessions that we've done. So you've always got access to that in a network that's going to continue to grow. As I said, I see it. I mean, I don't know, but do you remember I was really excited about LinkedIn and when LinkedIn launched? But then how disappointing is LinkedIn now? Because all you get is you really get spammed by all sorts of people offering you services that you don't want. This is a network that is aimed at like-minded individuals and heart-centered individuals. This is really important to me, that are there to help and support each other, to see how we can be of service. So simply, once again, with the amount of members, founding members that we already have, you're going to have access to a phenomenal network and their own networks. So any other questions, please? Any other questions? Let me just see if anything else is coming in here. Okay, so any other further questions? I have another question here. Well, someone's saying, what if I realize this isn't right for me? Look, at the end of the day, this is going to be very clear to us in the moment you complete the survey, in the moment we have a meeting. With that survey, I'll understand exactly where you are. What is it you're trying to achieve? And is it, or, you know, are you a good fit? And are you going to be able to be of service to the group, but also can the group serve you? If not, as I said, we'll refund you your money fully, no problem. How much time will I need to commit to this program? Well, look, the meetings are going to be held monthly, and those meetings are going to probably be around 90 minutes. But it's going to be a phenomenal networking opportunity for us to spotlight members, specific members, different ones, every single month. We will start promoting from each of the pods. So we'll start from the networking pod, then we'll go into the branding pod. Every month will be featured around a specific pod, but then the bi-weekly meetings that will be happening are going to be there and are available for anyone to join, to connect, to be part of them whenever they want. Ideally, what we need is we need you to commit to be active within the group, i.e. showing up at least once a month, and to make sure that you are of service. And let me ask you, so for example, if you have an event, would it be appealing to you to know that you're going to have a group of people that are going to post it on their Facebook? Of course it would. If you have a book, would it be appealing to you to know that there's potentially 60 podcasters in the podcasting pod that might be interested in maybe interviewing you? Of course it would. If you're interested in speaking opportunities, would you be interested in knowing that there's a list of events that are already listed in the pod event app? So, you know, then you could literally apply to speak, be part of that. But those event promoters will probably be looking for speakers, which will provide you speaking opportunities. The AI new tech pod. Hey, what's out there? What's the best technology to video transcriptions? What's the best CRM? These are the kind of things. So the commitment in time is the commitment of us understanding what your goal is, what you're trying to achieve within the 6 months, and for us to make it happen. Okay, let me ask you if there's any more questions. I hope you've got the link there. I'm going to make sure that, well, we've shared it now for quite some time. If you do have any further questions regarding the link payment, but all you're going to do is you'll pay the $100 deposit in order to apply today. Then that will take you to a page which will then ask you to complete the survey, book a call with me. We'll go through the survey, and if it is a fit, then we'll take the payment of $397 and you're on. You don't pay anything else till the end of February. Remember, this program launches at the end of January. So I'm going to stay for another couple of minutes. I wanted to know if you have any further questions. There must be some questions. Come on. Someone, any questions? Any further questions? Anyone else? Let me see if I have another one here. Is the investment worth it? What is the return on investment I can expect? Well, look, for me, really, I shared that. What's the value of having or being connected to someone that has a podcast of their own that might have thousands of listeners, and that gives you access to new customers that might be buying your book? What's the value of, you know, maybe instead of paying $30,000 to get your book published, what if it cost you $5,000, $7,000? So the return on investment is going to be immediate, because just simply by the hacks, the tips, the advice, the connections, and you know, the implementation of a lot of the things that you've probably been thinking about for quite some time is going to be priceless. So I think I've kind of clarified all the questions I've had so far. if I really wanted to encourage you to make sure that if you still have any questions and you still would like to know, well, you can book a calendar call with me, and I'm going to be sharing that here right now, just in case you wanted to. Let me just share that quickly. I'll share that here right now. You can schedule a call anytime, any questions related to the Synergy project, but ideally, if you're ready to kind of commit, then just follow the $100 deposit. So that's the URL in case you wanted to book a call. If you still have questions, I'll be more than excited and more than delighted to speak to you. Okay, well, I want to thank you all. Thank you all for being here today. I know some of you are going to be watching the recordings. So thank you for watching the recording too. I can't wait to see you. We're launching at the end of January, and let's make 2024 amazing. The world needs leaders, and we need to create some big, massive change. And 2024 seems like a great year to make it happen. Take care. Lots of love. May the best be with you.
At the Best You Synergy project, we believe we should work for the cause, not for the applause. We live life to express, not to impress. We strive to make your presence noticed and make your absence felt. Feel the legacy, not just the money. We believe that the meaning of life is to find your gift. We also believe that the purpose of life is to give it away. Join us. The Best You Synergy project helps individuals and businesses find their purpose. By helping people, we build businesses and help find a meaning to why we do it. We create networking events around the world. We brainstorm with like-minded people that want to contribute, help, share, and make a difference. In these safe havens, we build communities of individuals. We help create a new generation of leaders and elevate consciousness. Ultimately, we help people discover their purpose and leave a legacy. Are you a visionary leader seeking an opportunity that goes beyond the ordinary? At the Best You Synergy project, we're on a mission to create a global network of changemakers. As a chapter director, you'll be at the forefront, leading your own dynamic community of like-minded individuals. Join us in shaping the future of personal development and entrepreneurship. It's more than a role, it's a movement. Apply today and let's create synergies together. For more information, go to thebestyoursynergyproject.com.